How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking with Dean. My guest needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give it to him anyway. He's been across the globe in various parts of the universe. He's brought you stories from the Black Book with over 60 projects, his latest being Telekinesis. He is a published author. Many refer to him as the greatest to ever do it, with this year being his 40th anniversary as an MC. Ooh. He is the one your favorite rapper is scared to get on the track with, the intergalactic, interdimensional. He is
K-Rino.
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 K-Rino's one of the illest spitters ever.
K-Rino.
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 I'm saying K-Rino.
Disrespectful. I heard
Say,
that
man,
K-Rino
would tear your
man.
ass.
Yeah.
K-Rino.
Y'all, I think y'all doing a lot of sleeping on K-Rino.
How can you even know about underground music if you don't know about K-Rino? K-Rino.
K-Rino. That is the hardest nigga in rap, period.
K-Rino. Yeah, what up?
It's going on, Codeine. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, I'm doing, it's been a day, K. I tell you.
we here to tell about it. That's the blessing.
Oh, man. Ooh, I don't want to tell about this day. I'm just glad I'm out at work. Hey. So let me just get into it. So you started off with Preppy J and GT as Real Chill.
Yeah, man. No question about it, man. Those brothers were there from the very beginning, literally from the beginning, man. Even before we formed the group, they were two of the first guys that I saw rapping around in the school, back in middle school. And just by chance, the next year when we got to high school, we formed this bond, we formed this group, man, and we took off with the Real Chill thing and became probably within the top 5 artists out of Houston to actually put out a rap record, in the real era of hip hop. We were probably one of the first groups to put out a record in 1987. The record had called Rockin' It back in the days, man. We were still in high school, so it was a learning experience, a unique experience, and it gave us our first little taste of like what it was like to be on some celebrity status back in the days,
Yeah. I believe on the cover, were you rocking? You had like, was it Adidas? It wasn't Adidas, was it?
Oh, it was Fila.
Fila, darn it. Yes.
Fila warm-ups back in the day. Running those guys, Run DMC was doing the Adidas thing.
Yes.
Different artists was wearing. So we came with the Filas for whatever reason. My dad had the plug on getting all those warm-up outfits and all that. So he laced us up. And that's what we took our pictures in. We took our pictures in Fila warm-ups with the OG Ricky Crickets chains and gold rings and jewelry on, man. So we was high capping way back then.
The kids love to use the word cap. They don't know where it came from, though.
Yeah, they use it wrong. They use it wrong. They'll say, "So, oh man, that's cap."
Right? Yeah.
We don't say it like that. You high capping. You cap in.
Yes.
I mean, it is what it. Things evolve. Some things evolve. Some things devolve.
Yes, that darn Soulja Boy. Oh boy. Anyway, so hey, what do you think about when people say K-Rino or K-Rino?
Hey yo, let's get K-Rino on the podcast. Who is K-Rino?
Dope MC. Incredible lyricist. K-Rino. It's K-Rino.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to K-Rino, man.
That's a story of my life, man.
Story of your life.
Tell people all the time, if I had $1, every time somebody pronounced my name like that, I could retire,
Yes. I had to tell him, like, man, because like, yeah, I done heard K-Rino. I'm like, obviously you haven't, but okay.
Really, you haven't. And it's crazy because some people that would claim to really be like, real supporters of my music, man, I've been listening to you for years, and then they'll spell it like that. They'll spell it K-RHINO, but I tell people all the time, I say, I'd rather, because sometimes they'll either pronounce it like that and spell it like that, or they'll spell it K-RENO. And I don't get mad. I don't get mad at that one because when you spell it with the E, at least I know you're gonna pronounce it right. Yeah, so I'll take that. But yeah, I get hit with the K-Rino all the time. So it's just what it is now, you know.
Yeah. Going back to Preppy J and GT, what did you learn after that was the business as far as that went? You know, like you just did you do it at the trunk? Did you go to this store, that store?
Yeah,
all in between.
We never made it to that part. I think the experience that I got out of that was just from the creation of the project itself. That was my first experience ever being in a studio. You know, I had never recorded in a studio before, so we didn't know anything about pre-production. We would go in the studio and just sitting there all day on the clock, coming up with songs, and meanwhile it's $75 an hour and just wasting a lot of unnecessary money, you know, that my dad was spending. But we would just build a song. He would drop us off at 12 noon in the studio and come back and pick us up by 6 or 7 that evening. And what y'all come up with, you know. Yeah. But we just learned the whole inner workings of the studio at that time, how to put songs together and, you know, what the engineers were doing and all that. The business side, we hadn't got to that part yet. And we never really got to the retail side either, because all we did once the project was done, we pressed up a bunch of vinyl copies of it. And if y'all hold on, I can show y'all. I have to have one with me right here, you know, one original Real Chill records right here on me, you know. And so we pressed up a bunch of these, and we didn't really know how to do retail. We just had them. So we didn't know. Okay, now what? We probably took a few to the radio station and let the radio and asked the radio to play them. Some did, some didn't. They put us on a little show called Rush It or Flush It. They would, you know, they got those in every city where they play it and the people call in, and if they like it, they say rush it. If they say flush it. And luckily we got rushed. We didn't get flushed. We was nervous though. But you know, we got rushed. But that was our only experience. We never put it in the stores, anything like that, because I don't think we knew how at the time.
Really? Wow. Okay. So you were your own distribution.
Yeah, well, even like I say, at that time, there was no, like, we didn't have any plugs on that, but I just remember having boxes and boxes and boxes of those vinyls. I mean, like, for years and years and years, man, we just had like stacked up, you know, because that's all we knew, just press up a bunch of them. And slowly but surely over the years, they started to disappear because, you know, once I got them in my custody, you know, I would either give them away or I would sell them, you know, just different, you know, when I would go overseas, I made sure to take some, you know, just to have, because I knew that even though I may have still had a nice amount of boxes of them, I knew that at some point one day they was going to be gone. And once they was gone, then now you talk about rare collector's items type of stuff, to where if you got one, you got one, because that's a record that I can tell you it'll never be like a re-release and a reprint. So you got one, you got one. If you don't, then it is what it is.
You got one to the side for me, right? Please.
I got you. I'll hold you one to the side. I'll make sure as soon as we finish, I'm gonna put it up to make sure that I got yours on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'll even sign it to make sure it can't go to nobody else.
Cool.